You do what you have to do and need to do and should be done, and then history takes care of the rest of it.
35 years in the same mid-Missouri cul-de-sac in the same beige house. But Mel West's life, anything but beige.
People ask me, do you have any idea what it would become? No, not really. I just knew that it had to be done.
What started 15 years ago in his one-stall Columbia, Missouri garage has now become this. For years, West shipped goods to his friend Larry Hills, who lived in Zaire, Africa. In '95, Hills came to the States for a visit.
As we parted, he said, Mel, there's one more thing we need. I hate to ask, but there's one more thing we need.
He requested 3 wheels, a chair, and a hand crank. They call it a PET, or Personal Energy Transportation.
For the thousands of people over here who have lost the use of their legs to landmines, polio, war amputations, and accidents.
West estimates 20 million people worldwide are effectively immobile, crawling on their hands and knees every single day.
They live at the very bottom of the world's pile of human misery.
West knew he had to do something.
The minute he said we need these, my gut told me, Mel, you could do that.
Just months after an old friend asked for help.
No risk, no faith. No faith, no risk.
West answered the call. 15 years later, more than 20,000 people in 84 countries throughout the world are mobile, thanks to Mel and the PET.
It is not right that human beings crawl on the ground all their lives. Through no fault of their own, they got polio, which they didn't ask for. They stepped on a landmine, which they didn't plant. They were in an accident, which they didn't cause.
The goal of PET is to provide appropriate mobility for all people in need. West knows he could never do it alone.
I worked for a Square D company for 14 years as an industrial engineer.
Susan Williams says there's no better feeling.
Seeing them actually get on a PET and then be able to take off and be on their own, there's pride, there's joy, there's happiness.
They send it to missionaries all over the world.
Then there's Dr. Roger Hoffmeister, a retired family physician who's worked with PET for 10 years.
When you figure that you've done something that's changed somebody's life, that's pretty awesome. That's pretty rare.
And who could forget Sass Tracy?
I just turned 50, 28 years ago.
Sass worked on the farm his whole life. He joined PET 4 years ago. In 2005, Sass found out what a difference a day makes.
I'm legally blind, that's what it is, but I don't feel like it.
He had a stroke of the eye, but that doesn't stop him.
Most everything is done by feel.
His daughter drops him off in the morning. His wife picks him up at night.
Well, just have a good feeling after you get done.
Their backgrounds differ, but their salaries are the same. Nothing. But when people like Mel West receive letters like the one from the man in the Republic of Georgia with polio, it becomes oh so worth it.
He said, I don't know how to thank you. I can't find the words. He said, I was a miser and now I'm a man. I like that choice of word. I was a miser and now I'm a man. He said, I had not smiled for years, and look at me, now I'm smiling.
With more than 600 volunteers at 18 distributors nationwide, their service is a gift. A gift that you won't see returned to stores, one that could never grow old. A gift of mobility.
Finishing up.